Today on the channel, we're strutting, but not so much cutting with WWE Mattel Greatest Hits Series 3, Brutus Beefcake.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Greatest Hits Series 3 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Brutus, don't call him the barber just yet, Beefcake. But for all your Brutus Beefcake needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Brutus Beefcake, not barber, tough to get used to. This is pre-barber days. This is just plain Jane Brutus Beefcake. And this, of course, at one time was a Target exclusive during the height of COVID, and it was an online exclusive. So a lot of people did miss out on this just because of COVID and being a Target exclusive and being an online exclusive. The other thing about this one is we do remember back to the Target Legends line, this was also the Chase at the time. So an interesting mix here as people will get this one back in their collections or for the first time, but no re-release of the Chase, which I guess a lot of people will like that one there. And of course, later on in this video, we'll bring out the last edition of this figure, but we'll also bring out the Chase edition of the figure. And the fun part of these greatest hits videos is trying to spot the differences. What are the differences between the figures? We'll do that as well. So without further ado, let's get down to it. Let's take a look at the packaging. Let's talk about it. Let's unbox it. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on from there. And there he is, old Brutus Beefcake in the package. Little window box. Looking glorious. Looking on all of his 80s greatness. Brutus Beefcake down here. WWE logo, of course. Elite WWE. Look at that bow tie. Oh, man. Make Pee Wee Herman jealous is what it would. Looking nice, though. Elite Squad, of course. Elite Collection. Greatest Hits. Certified Authentic. Brutus Beefcake on the side. Of course, tag team champion at the time with Greg the Hammer Valentine, as we remember. On the back, there he is with his title belt. You got the blurb, you got the tail of the tape, you got this cross-sell down low. We're unboxing every single one of these. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that. Greatest Hits logo, Elite logo. Let's see what it says about Brutus Beefcake. From San Francisco, California, Super 7 country, as it's known in some circles. Height 6'4", weight 272 pounds. Finisher, that dreaded sleeper hold. Before he was cutting and strutting, oh, look at that. Brutus Beefcake teamed with Greg the Hammer Valentine as an arrogant member of the Dream Team, winning the Tag Team Championship in '85 against the U.S. Express. Man, get me a Jimmy Valiant figure. We need a manager for this guy here. Career highlights, World Tag Team Champion, and then, of course, cross-sell down below, as we talked about. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. We get old Brutus. Looking good. We get some extra accessories with him as well. Pop him out of the package. Uh-oh. We're locked in. We're rubber banded in here. There we go. But not anymore. Not anymore. Got those glasses. Got the extra hands. And there it is right there. See you later. Goodbye. Twist tie. Twist tie. There those go. And then, of course, got the tag team title belt. Pull that out. And let's get down to business. Let's see what old Brutus Beefcake's up to. Now, Brutus got two open hands, or two gripping hands, I should say, out of the package. But he's got two fists of fury. Just another way to make him feel a little bit different than his predecessor with the fist here. Got to mix those hands up. Of course, you got the black glasses. Of course, Brutus wearing glasses back in the day. Not so much when he was cutting and strutting, but during this time, definitely wearing glasses, looking nice. Then we get the tag team title belt. Of course, a classic tag team title belt, but the old silver edition. Not as familiar with the silver edition as the gold, I would say most people. But early on, of course, it was the silver edition. I really like how this does pop. Has a nice shine to it. A beautiful title belt, whether it's in gold or silver. Just very cool. An all-timer belt, and one we don't get a whole lot, so that is very nice. Now I'm going to pull out Brutus right here, the regular edition. I got him with one fist and one gripping hand. I might do double fists on this one. We'll see. We all love a good fist. Just ask a good friend of the channel, Fisto from Eternia. He loves a good fist. So does Brutus Beefcake. First thing I noticed right here, though, is much improved tag team title belt right here. This belt is days ahead of this one. This one, very dull, very plain. Looks like a basic belt is what that looks like to me. Besides that, the glasses look to be identical there. A lot of similarities, but we'll get into it here. We'll get into it. Let's start with Brutus Beefcake right here. First thing we got is the big robe. The old zebra print robe. That's another point of difference you can easily do with this figure, as you can have one with the robe on, one with the robe off. I may just do that here. I may just leave the robe off this one and just have it regular Brutus. That could be a good point of difference for this figure. I think that's probably the way I'm going to do things. I think so. But it is a nice soft goods fabric robe. Zebra stripe. Looking very 1980s. Look like something out of D. Snyder's closet. Or maybe J.J. French. Shout out to J.J. French. Maybe that would be the case. But it is look like something out of Twisted Sister in the 80s. But it does look very nice. It is on brand for Brutus Beefcake. Now we get Brutus out of the package, looking good. Much improved head sculpt on this one, I can tell already. Very similar, but very different. More similar than different, but similar. New facial features going on. Looks the same hair going on, but definitely an improved face on this one. That does look really good. Now we got the same bow tie around the neck. That makes sense. Black bow tie, silver. Very on brand for Brutus Beefcake. Then you do got those forearm kind of gloves going on, down into the gloves, I should say, in the hot pink and black attack, like a young Bret Hitman Hart, maybe. And then you got the yellow zebra Zubaz. Are they Zubaz on this one? Not quite, but kind of feels the same way. Got that going on. Matches the jacket, of course. Straight up white boots on him there. Articulation, arms do go all the way around on this one. Got a good old bicep cut. I got a little bit of paint splatter on his bicep. That's not good. We do get double jointed pinless elbows, though. That is one point of difference from this one. This is old school pin joints. This is pinless. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable, as we do know. You do get the ab crunch. You do get the waist articulation. You do got the big old Brutus splits right there. How about a little thigh cut? Double jointed knees. You do got pins in the knees, however. Boot cut. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down, of course. But with him being a little dirty on the bicep, I may end up leaving this one on the figure, maybe taking this one off. We'll see what happens on that in the future. Does he fit on a Ringside Collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Ringside Collectibles save 10% with the discount code Kyle, as we do know. Got to get a deal out there. But a good-looking version of Brutus Beefcake, and it's for a whole generation, they forget this era of Brutus Beefcake. So I like it when we get deep cuts like this. And this is another one of those ones that's kind of perfect for the greatest hits line, because people did miss out on this figure back in the day. It was an online exclusive, a little bit more challenging than your run-of-the-mill Elite, so I do understand the re-release aspect of this one here. But like a lot of these, I would have waited a little longer. I feel like some of these could have waited for Greatest Hits Series 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. Let's put some time in between. I really wish Greatest Hits would go deeper into the catalog. Go back to Elite Series 7 or something like that. Who knows? But I know a lot of people would not like that, as well as these Greatest Hits line do devalue the original figures. That is always a hard talking point for a lot of people, of course. Now, I did mention this earlier, the blue pants. This is the Chase edition here. I like that we got a little bit of difference here between these. Got different forearms, things like that. This one should really hold its value because it has not been re-released, and I could see this being one of the Chases that's pretty rare down the line because it was online only available at Target. This one obviously was regular release at Target, but then you got the re-release version. You're not going to come across this one as much as these two. There's no doubt about it. So a very good one here. Happy to have this one in my collection. But I think for me and my collector brain, got to make the hands different for this new one and maybe leave the jacket off of this one. Just try to make the points of difference best I can at the end of the day once again. But Brother Brutus, not strutting and cutting, but he's just Brutus Beefcake here today. So there it is, Brutus Beefcake Greatest Hits Series 3. What are your thoughts? Is this a pickup, a pass? Did you miss the Target one back in the day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. And of course, we got even more content for you on the Patreon channel. Patreon, always the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Brutus, the Barber, the Beefcake, no. Just straight up Brutus Beefcake. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.